That'd be interesting to hear, Stargate King. Oh, the lag is real. Hopefully it'll be better once it's all finished loading up. That's a bit better. Welcome to the New Jersey Transit ALP-45DP. On your trip to Woodbridge, you'll be learning about this locomotive's history and technical aspects. The passengers are already on board, so you may now depart. Moggy, yeah, DTG fishing is pretty addictive, isn't it? It's really interesting, and some of the updates are going to be quite interesting too. Gavty, I can't do anything about the lag. Some of these routes are just too big for my machine, I'm afraid. Got a rubbishy old computer. Right, we are now accelerating. Frame rate is reasonable. This is a combined dynamic brake and throttle control along with the reverser. Like most trains, the throttle controls the speed. The dynamic brakes are an efficient way to manage brakes when going down a hill. The reverser controls what direction the train will be going. To go forward, the reverser goes to the right, and to reverse goes left. That'll be this box here. These two levers, those two over there, are what controls the brakes. The lever on the left controls the entire train's brakes. The lever on the right controls just the locomotive's brakes. You use this brake when you're running light engine. These two gauges, those two there, are the brake gauges. The gauge on the left has two arrows. The red displays the pressure in the main reservoir, and the white arrow displays the pressure in the large reservoir. What? Not large reservoir. On the right, the gauge has two more arrows. The left displays the brake cylinder, and the right displays the brake pipe. These gauges are all displayed on the HUD. Yeah, so one of them is the equalising reservoir and one of them is the main res. These gauges are all displayed on the HUD next to the fuel tank. To illuminate these gauges, press I on your keyboard. I think we should do that. So you've got a gauge called an equalising reservoir, and then what you, as the engineer, you control the equalising reservoir, which is a very small reservoir. Oops, going too fast. This is a speedometer. It tells me about the speedometer just before I'm about to do a load of speeding. In the middle of the display, there's a digital readout of your speed. The numbers above the speedometer are in cab speed limits, which at certain times you'll have to obey. I think you have to obey them all the time, but okay. In the lower right-hand corner, there's a red button, which is the acknowledge button, and that goes. You press that when the alarm goes off. Yep. In the top right corner, there's a yellow light, and this reminds you if ATC is on or off. Yep, that's a good shout. And when it's illuminated, ATC is off, but if it's off, ATC is on. Right. Brakes are off again. These are some of the desk controls. Starting from the left, I guess that's one's over. Oh, come on. Damn you. These are starting from the left. We have headlights. Next to the headlights, we have ditch lights. Next to the ditch lights, we have cab light, and then we have the instrument light. Next, we have the desk light. The red button is the fault acknowledge button. And last but not least, we have the horn, which is the most important button on this train. Imho. One tip with the horn: when entering and exiting a station, you are supposed to sound your horn. Ah, good tip. Right, we have a 30 limit. Now we have the other desk controls. Starting from the left we have wipers, then the sander, and then we have the bell. One tip about the bell: you're supposed to sound your bell when entering and exiting a station. Next to the bell we see the handbrake. Next to the handbrake we have the pantograph lower and raise button. Now it's time to learn about this locomotive's technical aspects. The ALP-45DP is dual powered, thus the DP. This is 14 feet tall, 71 1/4 feet long. The locomotive has a total of 130 tons and the fuel capacity is 1600 gallons. The engine RPM range is between 600 and 1800 RPM and it's turbocharged V12 engine. In diesel mode this loco can reach 100 miles per hour, and in electric mode it can travel up to 125 miles per hour. When in electric mode the loco produces 5900 horsepower as opposed to diesel mode where it produces 3600 horsepower. The brakes are regenerative dynamic Wabco electro-pneumatic brakes. Got a secondary route coming up. Push back up to the 30. There are a total of 55 ALP-45DPs built from 2010 to 2012 for both New Jersey Transit and Canadian commuter Agence Métropolitaine de Transport. NJT had acquired 35 ALP-45DPs while AMT acquired 20. The very first 45DP was run by NJT on May 30th, 2012. The 45DPs are manufactured in Germany by Bombardier Transportation, and the road numbers for NJT were 4500 to 4535 and AMT is 1350 to 1369. Copy up a mail. I can send it to my work email. That would be good. The train is fitted with a manual door option. This lets you close and open the doors whenever you want. To turn this on, press Ctrl-Shift-T, and to turn it off, Ctrl-Shift-T again. To close the doors, press Ctrl-T when the timer expires. And to open the doors, press the standard T. I hadn't even appreciated that, to be honest. That's good. That's a good shout. Well, it is a tutorial, so it's there to teach you about the loco. It's only 10 minutes-ish. To switch power modes, you need to press Y. To toggle automatic power modes, press Ctrl-Y. To turn ACSES, the Advanced Civil Signal Enforcement System, press Ctrl-D. And to turn on ATC, which is Automatic Train Control, press Ctrl-F. To cycle through destination boards, Ctrl-5 and Ctrl-6, and finally to couple manual, Ctrl-Shift-C. This is the final message. Now you'll be continuing this run to Woodbridge in 1.5 miles. Obviously got a hidden message at some point because this ETA for Woodbridge isn't going down. Avenel coming up. Yes, you can't publish scenarios of type tutorial BNSF. You've got to you can only publish standard, career, free roam, quick drive, and standard career, free roam, quick drive. I think that's it. There's Woodbridge. No, I'm not going to do a rail fan tonight, Mad Drop Bear. I've actually not got any rail fans on the list, I don't think. But the one that I want to play won't run on this machine. I'm going to have to wait until I get my machine back. Right, we're coming into Woodbridge. Over braked there. Oh, can you create railfan scenarios? A railfan scenario is actually just a standard scenario or a career scenario. So yes, you can create railfan scenarios and upload them. There's nothing actually particularly fancy about railfan scenarios. Certainly not in how you create them. Stopping a little bit early, but okay. I can live with that. My standards are pretty low. You want to make it pan to the controls? Alright, BNSF, I will see if I can put together a little tutorial on how to do that for the stream. It's quite easy. Well done, you've now learned all about the ALP-45DP. That's very good actually, I like that, BNSF. Very nicely done. There's lots of really good information in there, both how to drive it in the game and how to and sort of background information on the prototype, which is very good. Right, that's me done for the evening. 15 minutes earlier than expected, but that's okay. We'll do Northern Star